everyone, it's Tiny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. We're here and we are going to check out the new floating islands. So we do have 4 new floating islands in this update. I finally have enough Dreamlight. So we're going to unlock them all and we're going to take a look at them. I want to check out the ones with the water. I think they're going to be like so helpful and stuff like that. Such a game changer, and I want to take a look at what they look like. So we're gonna have a look at them, and then maybe that might inform you as to which ones you unlock, because to unlock 60,000 Dreamlight worth of floating islands is expensive. You might not have enough, so hopefully this helped you decide which ones you should unlock of the 4 new ones. I'm gonna head to the Forgotten Island first of all because it's the only one without water. Okay, so on first impressions it does look like there's some pathing here, so if you want some extra pathing, come up here and remove that. We do have a mix of the purple toned kind of like grass and then the kind of stone flooring. We then also have these lovely trees in red. I swear, Dreamlight Valley, please give us these as base game. It's what I'm asking for. Like, we need these. All the ones that sit around the floating islands is what we need. Yeah, it looks good. It's quite nice that there's some flames here. Like, they're on like little pedestals, but it's just a nice bit of detail. You know, we've got fawns around here. This is going to be great for any sort of Halloween themed dream snaps or builds you might have. I like it. I think it's good. It's pretty standard, very similar to the other ones we've had before. You get the little kind of like fireflies dotted around. Still got that Forgotten Lands music as well. But yeah, I like this. I think this is good, and I love these trees. We need these trees in game. I mean, we have the trees, we just don't have them in this colorway, which is what I want. So, Game Loft, can you please do that? Thank you. What's our situation with the suns? Just one sun, I think? It's hard to tell. It looks like there's only one sun, but yeah. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad for first impressions. Let's check out. I'm going to go to the Glade first. Then we'll probably go to the beach and then the meadow. I want to have a look at these. Okay, so here we are on the Glade one. Again, it looks like we've got a little bit of pathing here if you want to remove that. Again, these recolored trees. Oh, please give us those. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, this is kind of not what I expected. I think I like this. Oh yeah, we have still got the 2 suns. So the water's here, it's at the top. I was kind of wondering how the water would be. I wondered if it would surround the island or something, but there is like kind of like a ledge bit here. So you could, like, if you were using it in a dream snap, you could kind of be by the water's edge and have all that decor. I like how it has the kind of like Atlantean, kind of Atlantis ruins and stuff like that, a bit like how we see in the base game. I do think that is really nice. Okay, I am curious though, have I got okay, 350 that said. Let's go from, oh, you can't place anything here. I don't know if that counts as water. We'll have to check. But yeah, so 350, and then if I go all the way down, we're down to 220. So that's 130. Yeah, so that's about right. So it's not like, I was checking in case it was like slightly smaller because of the water, but it doesn't look like it is. I mean, I think it's 135, is it? Let's check for the water items. Let me have a look for the dinghy. Hi, editing Tanny here. I just need to quickly put this in here. All credit to Absolute Fab Girl for posting it in the Discord. I didn't notice it, but you can see it on screen at the moment. There is a button which says Reset Floating Island. So you can officially reset the floating islands, which is fantastic. Anyone who uses the floating islands for Dream Snaps, this is an absolute game changer. The fact that we no longer have to manually remove things and we can just instantly click that reset floating island button is fantastic. So it works exactly like it does in terms of your interior rooms, your houses. You click that button and it will remove the items. So just as a heads up, a fantastic additional feature of these floating islands is that we now have the option to reset them. So just a little heads up, we can also do that. Oh, okay. Is it not called a dinghy? What is that thing called? The boat? Scallywag. Oh, I can't spell. Okay, yeah, look. So this little bit here, the reason why I couldn't get all the way to the edge is there's like a little border that counts as like water. It's only about 1 or 2 squares wide, but it does mean that you can get some items that are usually just water items kind of perched up on the edge, which is good. I think that's great. Okay, so it's good that we haven't really lost size with our floating islands because of the water addition. It's kind of nice that there's this little bit here. So, like I said, these boats look really good, kind of half on and half off the water. I mean, they look a bit weird from this perspective, but like from this one, it looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I think it looks great. Yeah, I think they've done this really well, actually. I'm pretty impressed. I am curious about the houses. So let me just place every villager house here that does go in the water, just to get some idea of size. It does look like it's a decent size. Like, looking at this. I mean, you can see at the end here, it gets a bit narrower. They all seem to fit quite nicely. What else is a water house? So we've got Ursula, we've got Ariel's, we've got Maui's. Donald. Let's move Donald here. Oh, he can go at this very edge. Okay, and that's it for the water homes then. Okay, well that's good. That's good either way. And then you've got things like Prince Eric's ship that you can obviously put either on the land, you could put it on the water. I was going to see if I could half and half it, but it doesn't look like I can. Which is what I was wondering, because technically Eric's ship can go in water and on land. So I was curious to see if you could like kind of dock it, but it doesn't look... I mean, yeah, you either have to have it on the land right up to the edge here, or you have it like this. Which this isn't too bad, actually. Okay, I'm pretty impressed with how they've done this. I think they've done a really good job of integrating this water. Let's go check our next island out. Okay, so we're going to the beach one. Okay, there's a bit of pathing here as well. If you want some pathing, come up to your floating islands. Okay, interesting. So the beach one has a significantly larger amount of water space. Let me just grab one of those houses again. I'll grab Donald's house because it's probably going to be the easiest to move around. Oh, okay. So you can't go all the way to the edge. There is like a border. Okay, that's very, very interesting. Okay, there is a border. Okay, that's interesting to know. So, although it looks like there's a lot more water, I mean, I think there is because it still goes around the edge. It's not as, like, you don't have all of this space. You only have a limited amount of it. Okay, so that's good to know. And then I'm assuming if we grab the fencing again, 220. Okay, let's go to the edge. 220 all the way down to 90. So that's, yeah, that's 130 again. So they're 130 wide. And I guess once you take into account the little bit of overhang from the boats. Because, yeah, look, this kind of goes half over. Okay. Okay, well, we're not losing our floating island space. We're just gaining water space, and I think that's fantastic. I kind of wish maybe this bit of greenery was a bit more... Like, I don't think there's this need for this sandy patch. It might have been nicer if it was a continuous split kind of thing. But I think overall, I do like it. I do like it. I like that there's a lot of beach to it. I like that there's a lot of surrounding water as well. I think that's quite nice. So, yeah, I think no complaints really from me. I think this looks great. Okay, now let's check out our final one. Which is the Meadow Island. Of course it starts raining. Of course it... Okay, right. Let's take a look at this. So the Meadow one does come in the form of ponds, but they are all on the outer edges. Do I like it or not? I think I do. I think I do. I kind of like that we've got a small pond. Then we've got like a larger pond. Do you know, actually, yeah, I think I do. Again, there's a little bit of pathing here if you want it. Okay, yeah, 601. Let's grab that. So from 601 down to 471. That's 30. Yeah, that's 130 basically. So again, yeah, we've not compromised at all in terms of sizing. This peaceful meadow one is going to be harder if you wanted to add houses on it. I already see that because of the fact that it's a smaller size. They are definitely more like ponds. If I go back into housing, if we grab Donald, where's your boat? Okay, here we go. See, look at this. It's not... There's not a wide amount of space. Does he fit? He does fit in this little pond. Okay, that's good. And he fits in this one. Okay, I'm curious now. Let's grab a slightly larger home, like the Peaceful Grotto. That does fit in it, actually. You know, that's not too bad. That isn't bad, actually. There is quite a bit of space there. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I think I am. I think I like how they've done it. I think they've done really well on all of the islands. And hopefully this showcase was interesting for you. Because like I said, it just showcased where the water is. So if you were unsure about what to unlock first, if you are limited on Dreamlight, I hope that this does help you. I like how they've done the setup with the water. I do think it's quite nice. I do think it's quite nice. I think they've done a good job of integrating it. Like I said, you've kind of got a pond space if you want to have that pond-like look. You've kind of got a larger one. You know, I think you could easily integrate a Toontown onto this island, which was kind of my thoughts, was that I would use this island for like Toontown purposes and things like that. So it's nice to know that I do think I could potentially integrate it. And I think it wouldn't stop me as well with tags. Like if I did one from like this angle or this angle, you could certainly to the left place some houses and hide tags behind it, which is good. You know, you can still keep Donald's boat kind of in the shot without it being the back of the build kind of thing, just because of where it's placed and stuff, which I think is quite nice. I think you could do something with it. I think you definitely could. So, yeah, I'm very happy with these changes. I'm so happy that we have floating islands with water. It is about time. I can finally let the issue drop. I can finally be happy. Of course, I would prefer if all the floating islands had the option for water. But I am happy that we've at least got some. I will live with that and be happy with that. You know, because that does just help me out massively as a someone who is such a big fan of dream snaps. This is so helpful and so useful. So I'm very, very pleased at this. Let me know, will you be unlocking all 4 floating islands immediately? Are you unlocking them one by one? How are you doing it? Which of these floating islands is your favourite? I'd love to hear from you, so feel free to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Disney Dreamlight Valley content. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys!